Brad, always a pretty tough task coming down here. What do you take out of it?
Oh, well, the first thing is they're still a very, very strong unit, a very powerful team, and yeah, I mean, clearly we're really disappointed after a good performance last week, but it's just more evidence to me that it's a really tough competition and it's really tight, and you know it's a fine line. Even though it didn't look like a fine line today, it looked like they were well and truly a cut above us. Yeah, it's sort of hard to believe they're sitting in 8th position starting this round. That they were, you know, clearly the best team we've played all year, and we've only conceded 100 points twice to the same team. So, yeah, they dominated us in pretty much all parts of the game today, and their pressure early was, you know, incredible, and kicked their first 13 goals from turnovers, and that wasn't necessarily us just butchering the ball. It was on the back of their pressure and structure and ability to win it back off us. So yeah, they were just far too good for us today. And as I've said repeatedly, you know, it's a really tight comp, and every game's hard for us, and we got a good lesson today.
Do you think there's anything we could have done in that first quarter to stem the bleeding, or no, just red hot and really stop?
Well, I think you should always reflect and think what could we have done differently, because what we did clearly wasn't working. So, but I mean, one of the challenges against really good teams, whatever we changed, they exploited the other way. So, yeah, and we did move things around, and then you can get into the position where you're moving so many things around, you can't get settled and get the game back on your terms. But yeah, it's hard to change things in terms of, you know, if we overused the ball, they pressured us into submission, and if we quick kicked the ball, we quick kicked it straight back to them. So they had really good balance tonight of you know, pressure on the ball and good structure behind it. So, you know, it made it really hard for us to move the ball forward, and that ends up in just, you know, a pretty anemic 28 inside 50s.
How hard do you review this one, or is it nearly one of those games you've got to just move on quickly or try and find a couple of positives out of it and just look forward?
Oh, no, my view is that you review them in minute detail. I think, you know, as painful as it is, you actually, I think you learn more from your losses than from your wins. I mean, your wins are really helpful to reinforce the things you're doing well, but, you know, we all year have been consistent in that we've got a lot of improvement left in us, and, you know, we've competed up until tonight. We've been in every game we played. You know, so I take the opportunity out of this game to review it in minute detail and give our players a very, very clear path forward, because I don't think we'll lose any belief in what we're trying to build. We just couldn't execute, and we came up against a team that you know, they were red hot early and really solid throughout the game. So, you know, it wasn't just a matter of we weren't quite up to it. They were exceptional, and we were a bit off. And when you play an exceptional team and they're on and you're a bit off, you get a result like that.
Jake Birdie subbed out.
Yeah, he was fine. So he did that in the second quarter. So when I say he's fine, I mean he rolled his ankle, but he was fine to continue to play on. And you know, just with the state of the game, you know, it didn't make sense to me to keep pushing him out there. So yeah, that was a precautionary sub. Sorry, go ahead. I don't think he'll need one, to be honest. It's just it's a pretty simple ankle sprain. We expect him to be fine. But you know, the thing is, subbing him off, when I say that, is just because if you've got swelling and it swells more, I just thought, you know, why make it worse?
Are there any positives that jumped out tonight?
Oh, I think there are always some. I mean, I thought Nick Bryan competed well in the ruck. He's been kept out of the team through the good form of our other ruckman throughout the year, so he showed some good signs, and we made some. You know, we threw the magnets around, played players in pretty foreign positions at different stages. So, you know, that'll give us a look at a different makeup, because we have been relatively settled throughout the year. But yeah, I think the positive we'll take out of this game is that, I've been saying we've got a lot of room for improvement, and I don't think everyone believes me, and tonight was evidence of that.
You say Geelong's the best team you've played all season. Is it goal away again?
It's just tight. I mean, they're clearly capable. I mean, they're it looked like their premiership defence again tonight. They had a lot of similarities to their best footy last year. So, but even as great as they are, as I said, the reality that they're eighth going into this game just is testament to what the competition looks like at the moment. So, it's probably like it always is at the pointy end of the season. It's who's playing their best footy with their best players available at the right time.
Spoke about throwing names around, saying Wayne was pushed back a bit in place.
Yep.
What do you make of that?
Yeah, well, he looked solid back there. I mean, it's no easy task going back, and Hawkins and Cameron and Co down there. It's something we talked a bit about, and I think it's just trying to free him up at the moment. I mean, he's by his own admission, he's not setting the world on fire, but he puts high expectations on himself, and we've really tried extremely hard as a club to support him. But a bit of the circuit breaker to go back, but we'll continue to have a look at that, and he's got really good capability. We just need to find a way to get him into the game more.
Jordan really did pretty well to get up and play after what happened last week.
Yeah.
He
It would have been much harder for our defence without him. I thought he's just a very good player. Under siege for most of the night, and he performed really well. And again, we were, even 2 days ago, I was planning for him not to play, but there was just no reason to rule him out. So that was a good effort to get up, but he'll be as disappointed for the team result as everyone. But he battled on.
Thanks.
Thanks.